is an unexpected vlog. You never just have one of those moments where you just want to get away. And I've been really, really wanting to go back to the city that I used to live in, where I grew up when I was younger, Gillette, Wyoming. And it's about a hour and a half maybe drive, about the same length to drive to Billings. And I haven't been to Gillette, Wyoming, and I promise you, like, probably since we moved from Gillette when I was a 7th grade or 6th grade, going into 7th grade, so like 96. So it has been a hot ass minute since I've been to Gillette, Wyoming, and I really want to go and just see how much the town has changed. I want to see like where my old house was, both of our old houses, where my old school was, like just nostalgic places. I know it's changed a lot. Shoot, I might get lost driving, but yeah, I just wanted to take a drive to Gillette, Wyoming, a little day trip, and I'm bringing you guys along with me, and I'll show you all the places that I grew up, and yeah, so let's see, we got about 52 miles to go, so it's very far. Like I said, it's just like driving from Wyola to Billings, which is like an hour and 45-minute drive. So anyways, hope you guys like this vlog and you guys get to learn a little bit more about me and my history, and yeah, so I'm excited. Alright, y'all, this is it, coming into the outskirts of Gillette, Wyoming, where I grew up. I have so many good memories here. First place that I'm gonna go to is, the very first house that we moved to when we moved to Gillette. It was a duplex up on Foothills Boulevard. So we're gonna go up there, drive past my old house, and then as my memory, I mean, I know where everything's at, but again, like, I'm pretty sure so many things have changed in like 20 plus years here. So I'll just drive where I can remember and show you what, you know, the different focal points of like the places that I remember, the nostalgia, where I used to go to school, the planetarium, the library we used to go to, the secondhand store we used to shop at. So yeah, all that's coming up. Alright, y'all, this is where we used to live, Clearview Court. I think it was B. So this is our first house that we moved into when we moved to Gillette. And funny story, my dad was fixing the car in the driveway, and me and my brother were being dumb, messing with the brake, and the car rolled back all the way back down this hill and ran into these neighbors' garage. It's not here anymore, but yeah, that's a funny story. But yeah, that's our first house. Now this is Value. This was like our favorite thrift store, secondhand store we used to shop at, and we ain't ashamed at all. This place is still here. Crazy. Value Villa. And this restaurant, Hong Kong restaurant, this place has been here since I was a little girl, since like 4th, 3rd through 6th grade. Hong Kong restaurant. This place is still here. That is crazy. I might go eat in there later. This is just downtown Gillette. There was a old like diner we used to eat at, but I'm not sure where it's at. Village Square. I didn't spend too much time downtown, but I always remember going to that diner. And then we'll drive past the hospital, which is a part of my memory too, because I remember when my dad had knee and shoulder surgery, and then me was the first time I had ever gone through surgery. I ended up having to laser some warts off my foot. Yeah, because I don't know if I was just like, I just didn't take care of my feet. Ended up getting like warts on the bottom of my feet. So yeah, transparent moment. I was a little tomboy. I was always dirty. I was always playing in the dirt, playing with my brothers. I was definitely not a girly girl. So yeah, I ended up having to go to the hospital and get warts lasered off the bottom of my feet. They were so bad. I was so scared. That's the first time I ever been like under anesthesia or anything. It was so crazy. But we're gonna drive past the hospital and then head towards our second house that my dad bought. That we all helped refurbish the basement. Like, my dad added on 3 bedrooms to the basement, and that's how I learned how to drywall and paint. And my dad taught me a lot of stuff. Like, my dad was an intelligent man. So my husband, whoever my husband's gonna be, is gonna have to fill those shoes. So just FYI. Anyway, so this is Campbell County Hospital, and I have so many memories here. My dad, like I said, my dad had to get shoulder surgery, and I had to have surgery, and I remember him getting knee surgery. So we were at this hospital a lot. And now we'll head to our second house. Okay, y'all, I done went the wrong damn way. It's crazy. Like, I knew my way around here, but like actually this is perfect, because we're gonna be driving past the library and the junior high school I was supposed to go to and all that stuff. So it's okay. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna be pulling up to our library, and I have so many memories of this library because we used to come here constantly, where we would come and like check out books and watch videos. So this is like so nostalgic for me. Like, wow, it's been so long since I've been here. Crazy. So this is the library that me, my brother, my mom, we all used to come to. And I always used to get on those, I don't know if you can see it, yeah. Roll the window down and zoom in. We always do, I took pictures. I've actually, oh my gosh. Took pictures. Oh my God. This is like not working. Okay, so I used to like get on the horses over here. Actually, let me park and I'll go over there. Okay, so this is the library. Try not to like too close or whatever, but this is so crazy. So I should go in the library, but I'm kind of scared because I don't have a library card. But yeah, I used to come over here. I think me and my brother, we would take a picture on this horse. But let's go inside. I'm scared, but we'll go. Can't record too much. I didn't want to film in there because I don't like to disrespect the privacy of others, especially in a library. But man, that was so crazy. I know that's why me and my brothers were so smart, because my mom brought us to the library all the time. So that was cool to see. This is my elementary school, Sunflower Elementary. Wow, this is crazy. Hold on, I'll get out. Yeah, so this is Sunflower Elementary School. So I went to school from like 3rd to 6th grade, I believe. And yeah, this field right here We used to, in the morning, come and play kickball. And, oh, sorry. And yeah, I think one of my classrooms was right here. So this is my old elementary school. And then right here is where all the buses used to pick us up. I was told this school is closed, but I don't know. It don't look like it. I don't know. This is the front of the school. I think it looks still functional. They got flags and everything in front of the school, so I'll drive you past Sunflower Elementary. This is the best school ever. Another fun fact about the school that I forgot to mention is that the school is in the shape of an actual sunflower. So this is where, if your parents dropped you off for school, that's the front of the school. So, yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure the school is still working. It is truly so nostalgic to be driving through my old town where I grew up as a child. I never drove here ever. I left here when I was a 6th grader. So it's crazy how much I remember where stuff is at and how to get to places. I just really paid attention when my mom would drive, mom and dad. Buggy Bath Car Wash, this is where we would car wash at. And then up here on the corner, it's probably changed, but this is where it used to be a 7-Eleven, but this is where we would always walk and get my mom's Big Swig and popcorn. But this used to be a 7-Eleven. Now it's a loafing jug. So that definitely changed. But yeah, we always used to walk from the house all the way up here to get my mom her Big Swig and her popcorn. Now we will be driving to our second house that my dad bought. Wow, this is like gonna be so crazy, so nostalgic for me. If I can remember, I think it's this one. I believe it's this one or the next one is this one. So this is the neighborhood I remember driving my bike through. And yep, I'd always come to the mailbox and check my mom and dad's mail. All right, we are gonna be pulling up to my house. This is so crazy. Okay, right here. Wow. Nope, did I pass it? Nope, this is it. 4204. This was my dad's house. Wow. We never had a fence, but they put a fence and they added a 2-car garage. It used to be just a single car. But wow, that is crazy. Crazy. To see my dad's house, that is crazy. So we're gonna go through the back. Crazy. This is insane. Alright, so this is the alley. I always used to ride my bike through this back alley. I'd make loops through the alley and then through the front road. But yeah, you can't even see my dad's backyard anymore. But this is where he used to keep his boat. And then we had, wow, they really changed the backyard. But it was a big yard, and we used to play baseball with my brothers. Yeah, it's all covered in stuff. It's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, this is the alley. I used to ride my bike. And then I'll show you guys the park that all the neighborhood kids would come meet up at. Right here. I don't want to film the little girl, but yeah, this is the court we used to play, and this is definitely gotten bigger. This playground. This is where we used to play. I used to dig up holes in the playground, and I remember one parent got so mad at me because I just kept digging all these holes in the playground in the sand, and they were like, "You can't be doing that. You need to fill those up." Anyway, so yeah, that's the playground we used to be at. And then I will take you guys to, I'm pretty sure this is gone. Yep, it already looks empty. So this used to be, well, probably is a movie theater. Oh no, it's something else now. Landing Rock Church. So they turned it into a church. So this used to be a movie theater right here. This was where I very first watched Titanic, in this place right here, but now it's a church. And then back here where all these houses are used to be a drive-in theater where I watched Batman Returns and Encino Man. And it was so cool because you could see the big screen from our backyard, so we used to just sit and watch the drive-in theaters. But now it's all houses. They turned it into housing. They got rid of the drive-in theaters, and it's a neighborhood now. So that's kind of depressing, but whatever. So, and then up here used to be my best friend at elementary school. She used to live up here. I believe one of these houses up here she used to live at. So I used to come up here and hang out with her. Yeah, it was one of these houses. She was my best friend, Teresa Lopez. We were the only two minority kids in an all-white school. So, yeah. But, yeah. That's so sad. I'm so sad that they got rid of the drive-in theater. I mean, that's a thing of the past now anyway. But, yeah, this used to be this park right here. You could come and play at the park. And then that whole lot used to be a drive-in theater. So... my old stomping grounds, y'all. Showing you a piece of me. Crazy. I haven't been here in 20 plus years. It's just crazy to see everything change so much. Okay. I don't see it anymore. It says Legacy Park, but right here is where, hold on, we'll go up this way. It's probably gone, but right here is where we used to come to the community rec center where we would go swimming. My brother DJ, he was in like a basketball league tournament that we would come watch him. They were called the Dogs. But I think they've turned this all into a park now because I don't see the building anymore. I believe they moved the rec center to somewhere else. I'm not sure. I don't see it anywhere. It's a cemetery right here. But this is where the rec center used to be. Yeah, so this was another staple of where we used to hang out a lot. But yeah, I think they've gotten rid of it. So, yeah. Alright, this is also... I've never been here, but I always, like, I don't know, this always was something for me. And then it's the Rock Pile Museum, and then this donut thing always used to get to me. They have the got finished eating at Hong Kong restaurant. I swear I haven't ate here since I was like in the 5th grade with my dad and my mom, and so that is the end. Alright, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this is another elementary school. Hold the window down. That I went to. Paintbrush Elementary. I was only here for 1 school year, but oh, so many memories. I love this school, but I love Sunflower better. So I want to drive past. Hold on. Home of the Pirates. Oh my god, this is so crazy. Okay, now this is Sage Valley Junior High School, where I was supposed to go to junior high, but ended up moving back to Montana. I became a Lodgegrass Indian instead of a Sage Valley Junior High Eagle. But I was super excited to go to junior high school. I thought it was like just the biggest thing ever. But yep, that's Sage Valley Junior High. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy. And then this coming up, I don't know if I can pull in or not, but this is the most favorite place, my best memories, yes I can, of Gillette, Wyoming being here is the planetarium. This is where I became obsessed with like planets and the solar system and stars and constellations, and this place is amazing. If I could go back here, I so would, just for a show, just for good old times. But yeah, my first planetarium, and now every time I move somewhere I try to find a planetarium to go to just to have that nostalgia. So, and I know I ended the vlog already, but I was like, oh no, I have to stop by here before I leave. So that is alright, y'all. One last stop before we head home. This is Lake de Schmidt, where my dad used to take me fishing and boating, and we would like spend the night sometimes. So I'm gonna show you one of his like favorite fishing spots, and this place is so amazing. I've had so many good memories here, so I will show you where we used to fish at. These are like hotels you can stay at, and then people's houses. This is like one of my favorite places to go with my dad. We just sit up and barbecue and fish and listen to music. It was awesome. Alright, y'all, this is a spot that you can park at Lake de Schmidt, and it's just nice and calm and quiet. Because we can, right here you can't do overnight camping, but there are various spots over here where you can like camp. I'll show you. Some people are already camping, but this is Lake de Schmidt, and this is where my dad used to take me fishing, and we used to go boating, camping. It was awesome. So when my son gets here this summer, this is one of the things we're gonna do. I'm gonna get all our camping gear, a tent and barbecue grill and all that stuff, and we're gonna go camping this summer, so I'm so excited. But yeah, this is Lake de Schmidt. Usually we catch a lot of carp, a little bit of catfish, but mostly like carp out here. And you can kind of, I don't know if you can see, but there's a boat out here. Maybe we'll be able to rent a boat and bring it out here too. That'd be awesome. Get the whole family out here, my nephews out here. But this is definitely one of the things that I'm doing with my son this summer. So yes, beautiful. I'm gonna just sit here and relax for a little bit before I head home.